Hey April fans, this is Todd, and today we're going to open up the new lighted Mumm-Ra. So let's check this out. Here is the Mumm-Ra right here. Mumm-Ra, Mumm-Ra. And the box looks pretty cool. We have this box in the back. It says Thundercats. Pretty basics box to it. Let's go ahead and open this up. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. So there is the new lighted Mumm-Ra. Mumm-Ra. He does look pretty cool. So let's get him out of the box. It says here on the back, Mumm-Ra is the Thundercats' evil adversary. Mummified and otherwise weak, he is energized and made immortal as a servant to the spirit of evil who grants him the magical transformative powers to carry out their wicked bidding. There it is, right there on the bottom. All right, I got my scissors here. So let's go ahead and open this up. Mumm-Ra, Mumm-Ra. Now, I was a huge fan of the Thundercats. Thundercats. But I realized I only seen season 1. I never really got into season 2 because season 2 didn't come out right away. And so I keep seeing these characters coming out. It's like, I don't know who that character is. And then I found out later on it's because season 2 was postponed so long. So I pretty much only know a lot of the main characters from season 1. So some of these figures that I see coming out from Super 7, they look cool, but they don't really have any nostalgic value for me because I really didn't watch that season of Thundercats. Right, he comes with a giant cape, which we assumed he'd come with. And he comes in this pack right here with all kinds of accessories. It's a weird metal ball. And of course, he is wired in tight, so we got to get this wiring undone. You have been my undoing. All right, let's see here. There we go, Mumm-Ra. He comes with a 2-part sword here. Seems kind of cool. Will you stand by yourself up there? No, he will not. Set him off to the side there, and here is that sword. And it looks like these two halves just kind of hooked together. It's like it's been bent a little bit. Not quite sure how these go together exactly. Obviously not that way, because then they'd be opposites. So there we go. But even though it's put together, it's got some weird bending to it. So I may have to heat it up and fix that. But I'm guessing this glows in the dark. We'll see later if it does or not. I'm guessing it does because Lion-O's sword glowed in the dark. All right. So we have this weird ball thing I just dropped. There it is. Not sure what that all is. And then we got lots of hands to choose from. And let's get them out of there. All right, so there is Mumm-Ra. Let's talk about articulation. So first we got ankle articulation. Then we have his knee bends. Looks like his boots are not disconnected in this one, so no boot cut there. But his knee does bend and twist right there. Then we have his upper hip. And then his waist turns. Then we have an ab crunch. And we have shoulder movement. Oh, that is tight. Careful, don't break them. Just got them. Then we have a bicep twist. Single jointed elbow. Oh, I just lost one of those little hooks. into my pile of stuff. Last time I had to glue that on, it's made to hold his cape on, but I got a pile of figures down below me, just dropped into the box of that, so I'll have to find that. And his other shoulder, of course, moves the same, and his head moves. And he has a little plastic piece to pull out right here to light up his eyes. So we'll mess with that later. So before we get him lit up and see how cool he is, let's compare him to the other Mumm-Ra that we got. And I still don't see that little plastic piece that fell off. That's a bummer. So here's the other Mumm-Ra we got. And you can see their coloring is quite different. I'm surprised at how different the coloring is. So interesting. And as far as sculpts go, they look like they appear to be the exact same sculpt, which is what we didn't see with Lion-O. We saw Lion-O was a completely different sculpt than the one we got for the toy. All right. That's a bummer. I lost that little piece. I'm sure I'll find it eventually in my pile of figures. So first off, let's swap out these fist hands for non-fist hands. And they're very easy to swap. Like I said last time, these little itty bitty pieces, you can see right here, they come off. They are made, and there's the hole where the one fell off. They're made to come off so you can put the cape on. I found with this guy, I actually glued them on because they kept falling off too. Yeah. And I will put a regular open hand on this side. So you can just hold this sword or whatever. Those do pop in and out very, very easily. Easier than I thought they should. And on this side, I like to have the Craggly hand. Now we have two Craggly hands to choose from. We have the one that's slightly closed and the one that is completely open. We also have a closed hand too he comes with, as well as his fist hand, for a total of 4 hands. I'm going to use this Craggly hand right here because you could still hang on to something if you wanted to, but yet it still has that monstrous kind of cool look to it. And the funny thing is that's the same thing I did with this guy here. I gave him the half-closed Craggly hand and the fully closed hand on the, not fully closed, but able to hold stuff on this side. So, kind of funny how I keep making the same choices in life. Let's go and stick his weapon in his hand. Open dynamo hand. You know what? I want to stick it in his Craggly hand. It'll hold it much better for right now. Doo-doo! All right. Oh, I'm going to take it back out. Let's go ahead and get that cape on him. So here is the cape. They got it pretty well locked down and nice and flat. And the nice part is they don't have a lot of things holding it in place. Now there is a spot sticking out right here where the bendy wire is coming out. I'm not sure what happened there. I'll just push it back in. I can see it's not all the way to the end down here either. So I'll just shove that wire back into its spot. There we go. And to put this on, you're going to have to take his head off to get this on. So let's go ahead and do that now. And just like with Lion-O, when his head comes off, it comes off in this big old chunk like that, so that his light is up inside his head. It's really hard to pull off. There we go. So there is the light piece that goes in his head. Since I have this off, oh, he only comes with one head. Let's go ahead and just get this lighted up now and see how it works. You pull out the little plastic piece. Off my hand. There we go. And then you, there's the switch on the bottom. It's really, really hard to get to. There we go. And it just glows red, it looks like. Oh, that's really hard to turn off and on. There we go. Oh, it's got an extra light at the bottom down there for his chest. I was wondering why it was open down there. So let's stick it back in here. Grab his cape. And slide his cape over this whole installation. You know what? The cape's not made to go over the whole installation. I can see now it's too tight. So we'll pull this back apart. We'll slide the cape just over the light. There we go. Cape is over the light. We will now slide this back into the head. Hopefully it will never be removed again. That does make his head a much tighter fit though. I notice it's a little loose, but adding that cape just adds that extra little oomph you needed. And look at that. Think. So cool. I'm not going to hook his cape onto his hands right now. Until I get my glue out and can actually fix that correctly. But let's just go ahead and stand him right here. And let's find Lion-O. Is this my lighted Lion-O? It is. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Oh! I dropped his head. Lighted Lion-O. Let's just kill some of these lights around here. Kill that light. Kill that light. Kill these lights. We got one light left to kill. Oh, bright light. Oh, where's your switch? There it is. Whew. And there are the two lighted ones. Let me go and zoom this out a little bit so we get some fun. I can see how messy my room kind of is. And this wall is all lit up from the control panel that lights this up. But you can see how cool those are. Look at that. Bum, 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 bum. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab a flashlight in order to check out the glow in the dark for this piece right here and see if it glows. Be right back. All right, I am back with my cool light. And let's first light up Lion-O's sword here. Zip, 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 zip. Doesn't seem to be glowing. Did I switch the sword out for the non-glowing one? Does sound like something I would do. Doesn't seem to be glowing. I must have switched it out. See, oh, I can see stuff glowing in this bag here. There's the glow in the dark swords. Okay, let's get those out of the bag. Ooh, zip, 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 zip. Lion-O, you need a glow in the dark sword. All right. There we go. Womp, 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 womp. Now let's see if his thing glows in the dark. Ready for the moment of truth. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Oh, yes, it does glow in the dark. I just got to heat it up and fix it so it's straight. But yes, look at that. Look at that. So let's go ahead and load that in his hand here. Now we can have some cool battles on the stairs with light up, glow in the dark, all kinds of stuff. Mumm-Ra's losing his weapon. Put him here on the stairs. Turn your wrist, man. Look at that. I know, it's pretty small where you guys can see. Sorry about that, but I gotta get the stairs in there. You gotta kind of zoom back out a little bit. Let's put light on this stair here. No, that's why the stairs are bad. Okay. Here we go. Let's try that again. Stand, Lionel, stand. There we go. All right, let me get back behind here and let's zoom in on this thing. Zoom in. Oh, so cool. Where's my flashlight? Where's my flashlight? Charging, charging, charging. Oh, look at that. Look at it. So cool. I love glow in the dark and light up things. They are my favorite. Yes. All right. Well, that is all that I have. So thanks for joining me. And like they say in the Thundercats, 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 ho! Bye now. Oh, so cool. So cool. Ho, ho, ho. You will never enter. Oh, 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 down the stairs. Oh. Bye now.
If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it.